Very good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to MUFC and welcome back to yet another press conference as we are playing Fullham at home tomorrow. Is our five in a bounce on a winning streak at risk? Latest news, damning reports coming out that Rasmus Hojlund is now reporting being out for muscle strain injury, approximately 2 to 3 weeks. We're dying to hear from Erik ten Hag. And who's going to play on top? Who is going to play on top? What will be the formation? Well, I'll let you decide at the end of the press conference. But most important thing, we also know that Luke Shaw is out for 3 weeks. So we have a left back situation. We have a top in front situation. Who is going to play left back? Will it be an Amrabat? Will it be a fast track Amas, the youngster, the 16-year-old kid? Or will it be a Victor Lindelof? Oh my daisy. I mean, we are playing at home, and is this a threat? How will Ten Hag manage this? How will he cope? We'll be back in 10 seconds, and we will cover the full press conference live on this channel and interact with you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Happy Friday. It's game time. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Welcome back to MUFC Realist TV and Beat the Press. Please stay tuned to find out these top stories with your host, Mick Ruby. Welcome to Beat the Press. Here we go.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go, people. Manchester United fans all around the world. TGAF, thank God it's Friday. Things has been a lot of turbulence this week for Manchester United. There's been a lot of news to be covered. This Sir Jim Ratcliffe takeover, the injury updates, and we are playing on Saturday. It is going to be beautiful to see if we can clinch a 5 in the bounce. And a lot of people were getting giddy that Hojlund will score his whatever it is, 7 consecutive in the row. That seems to be a stop because Manchester United officially on the website has confirmed he's out for muscle strain injury. Oh my daisy, what a shock, what a shock. Who's going to start on top? Well, we will see, we will see. But before we continue this stream, let's say that we are sponsored by ourselves. So please, guys, get your lineup prediction in on mucrealist.tv. The website has been up for one week. Here you can get the latest news, videos, predict your starting 11. So get your starting 11 in and also vote for the man of the match as we are approaching the game. Guys, it's smashing, it's brilliant, it's fresh. Go check it out. But we are, of course, here to talk about Fullham. You know, it's going to be an epic interview. What do we expect the press to ask questions about? 100% is going to be about the approval of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, what it's going to be for, is Ten Hag's role, job in safe, what does it going to mean with the Dan Ashwood situation, with sporting director, with head of recruitment. I think it's going to be a lot of questions around that, and I do hope we get some injury updates regarding Rasmus Hojlund and potentially who's going to start there on top as well. Yeah, we can have different formations, 100%. You can put Rashford in the middle, potentially play, Scott McTominay up front. You can play a 4-4-2 potentially, or you can play Garnacho to the left. You can slot in Anthony Dos Santos perhaps, or Amad Diallo on the right. We will see. And it's going to be very tricky to pick the starting 11. But when you look at the experience, I think he will go with Rasmus. He will go with the Rashford, not Rasmus, in the middle. And I think he will put Garnacho to the left. And we're going to have a debate. Who's going to start on the right? Will it be finally to get a debut for Amad Diallo, or will it be a unfavorable, his son, what we call it, Anthony the Spinster Dos Santos? Mark Nurse is saying that Dos Santos will most likely start as a left back. A lot of people saying, what you smoking, Mark? What you smoking, Mark? But we want to hear from the horse's mouth. What you smoking, Mark? How you doing, Mark?
And Mick, I feel like I just got a headache right there. Just got a headache, Mick.
Rasmus you did a tap out. Conor McGregor was there in Germany and took a choke grip on you, and you did tap out, right?
Had to be. I mean, it's one of those things where I would like to see Anthony play off the left. He's a left footer. You can't just write him off. I mean, he's having a bad season. He's played 2 years before at Ajax in the Champions League, has been one of the top players, good performance consistently, but he's not having a good time with United. So, yeah, I won't say let's start him at right wing. Let's give Ahmad a chance. We could do that. That would be cool. But at the same time, we need a left-footed player to play on the left-back position that's comfortable, that could keep with the balance in the defense. And we know he's very good defensively. He can track back. He could also offer something going forward. So this is why I'm saying maybe we should give him a chance in the left-back position and see what it does.
Can you see us playing 3 in the back? Like with a Lindelof, Johnny Evans, and potentially Varane?
Well, I don't know. In the perspective, it's possible because Harry Maguire is very, very good in a back 3. So it would be playing to the strengths of the central backs we have. Johnny Evans would be very good. He's experienced. Varane is Champions League Varane. He would probably be the Rolls Royce that he always is. But at the same time, let's see what the manager does. We know his philosophy is to play a 4-4-3 or a 4-4-2 of some organization. But you never know. He might do a back 3. It might be one of those times we lost the left back and we just lost our striker to injury for the next probably 2 weeks.
God, there's never a day without any news with Manchester United. Welcome to the world of Manchester United. Please welcome back to Mufc Realist TV. Smash the living daylight out of this like button, please. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so as well. Guys, we are here to cover the Ten Hag's press conference. We will have hopefully some good questions around that. But man, we have been so unlucky this season with all these injuries. And at the end of the day, Martial ruled himself out for the rest of the season, groin surgery, hip surgery, whatever that might be. We have no secondary striker. And this was inevitable to happen. You cannot play Rasmus Hojlund and Garnacho full 95 minutes. When they're coming off, they look ragged, they look tired, You saw the last game, they took off Hojlund. He was naked. His shirt was all dirty, mudded. That means he's put in a good shift in. But to hear this 2 weeks out, potentially 3 weeks out from muscle injury, is very damning for us in reaching the top fifth or fourth spot, to be honest. Let's hear how serious this is. It just hit me because I was out on the market getting some food. I just got the notification out. I haven't been able to read about it, but apparently it is a muscle injury, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a muscle injury, and it's one of those things where you can't actually tell right away what it is, and let's see what the United reps, they have confirmed, confirmed that there's been an injury by Manchester United. There's been an injury. There's been an announcement that So yeah, Mick.
Just stop doing that, Mark. Yeah. I've been in and out of the hospital for high blood pressure so many times this season. Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. One of our moderators saying big up to you, Mick and Mark. By the way, Joel Malmin is here to say too many muscle injuries on Luke Shaw. Yeah, muscle injuries, man. What are we doing in the medical department? That needs an overhaul. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, if you're looking, please make sure you update Carrington and the science department. I'm afraid it's done as a top player. Luke Shaw's done as a top player. It is a calamity. It is no longer sustainable, according to my opinion as well. He has been out 1,250 days in his whole career and missed 255 games. Time for the new left back. Mark, your opinion?
Yeah, I think so. I've been thinking that way since last season. I mean, he came and he had a good season last season, but I've always been on the impression that Luke Shaw has always been up and down, and more down than up. He's sure he has these great performances in like a 10 game streak. And then after he goes back to basics, there's injuries and there's bad performances. So let's get the new one. There's Harry Amas. There's also Alvaro, who everyone likes. I like
Alvaro Fernandes. 100%. It's time to be brutal. It's time to be. I mean, if you Dale Brailsford, you look at the overall performance. You look at how many times have you clocked in to be available, how many sick hours you have, and everything will weigh up at the end of the day. You got to have a left back that you can rely on. You can have players that you can rely on, and You know, as much as you say I like Luke Shaw whenever he's fit and firing, but it's been way too much injury prone for me. This is something that I would address in the summer. Me personally, I don't know. Let me know what you think there. Let's get up to 100 likes. What you're saying here depends on how many are watching. The press starts very, very soon. Alan is here. Hiya, Alan. Rasmus out for 2 to 3 weeks, muscle injuries. We just covered this. How do you feel about that, Alan? Let us know in the comment as well. What can you say? I can confirm from Ben Jacobs, Rasmus is out for 2-3 weeks now. Yeah. Another striker, another left back. We can't get a break. I agree with you. This season, we can't get a break. Like, you know, we're just coming up from preseason, 6 months long preseason. We get like, you know, Licha gets to play 2 games out injured, right? We start kicking on. Rasmus Hojlund is starting to find his form, his shooting boots, scoring 6 consecutive in a row, 8 out of 8. Boom, injuries. Damn, when are we going to get a break? And by the way, we sit 6 points. 6 points in the league, 3 points away from Spurs and 5 points away from Villa, or 6 points away from Villa. It's a golden opportunity right now. And when you look at it, when you marry everything together, you just wonder, how the hell did we get to this point with everything that's been going on, Mark?
Yeah, now, you know, like Campo Smith is coming in and he's sorry about the caps, but he's thinking, like, you know, is this the end of Ten Hag? 6th place finish at best, no cup. I mean, 2 to 3 weeks out means, and it really means in the fact that he's probably going to miss 2 Premier League, 2 to 3 Premier League games. We still will have 9.
Can you bring back the
remaining.
comment again? Can you bring back the comment from Compost? Yeah. Let it stand. How can it be? I mean, I got to question that as well. How can it be the end of Ten Hag? Is it Ten Hag's fault that an injury occurs during the training? I don't think he's. The thing is, every day is a cup game, right? And if you just take a 360 holistic perspective, like, guys, you know, you look at the overall season and you compare to other Premier League teams. Manchester United haven't been blessed at all. Like, in the beginning of the first half, up to Christmas, we had, like, you know, 11, 12, half the squad, more than half the squad injured, like first-team players, right? Tell me any other Premier League club that had that other than Newcastle, to be honest, right? But it's all about getting results. It's all about getting points on the table. And ever since Christmas, we've been getting results. It's not about how we play. It's just about getting by and get us into the 5th, potentially getting a Champions League or Europa League, because that is massively important for the club moving forward. We simply cannot miss out because of the revenues, isn't it?
100%. And like Manchester 7 is coming in, it's almost inevitable with Rasmus, given how much he has to play due to lack of cover. Big point coming in there for Manchester 7.
Guys, VR room, welcome. Let us know who you think will play left back and who you think will play on top, right? Or we can go over that later on. I was preparing my starting 11. Mark did his starting 11. Boom, out of nothing came this uppercut with Rasmus Hojlund. That means that Mark has to reshuffle his cards.
Reshuffle is right.
Reshuffle. I think Ten Hag also has to reshuffle. Listen, guys, the presser is on in about 1 minute. We will see. We will see. Really, it's going to be a very exciting. It's going to be an epic presser. We covered how many presses we've done? Plenty of it this season. There's been some stinkers. There's been some good ones. We witnessed how Ten Hag has ridiculed some of the journalists, banned them from being there. Simon Stone probably going to be there asking him some gashed questions. But Melissa, I'm ready for your questions. I like Melissa.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to hear what she has to say and hear what the other lady has to say as well, because they usually ask the best questions of the bunch. You know, it's going to be a big press conference for Erik ten Hag. He's going to have I'm pretty sure they're going to incline the questioning as to how are we having so many muscle injuries under his tenure at the club.
Listen, a lot of people are reading the room. They're all going like, rest is not out, for fuck's sake. You know what? I feel your pain, guys. I really feel the pain. Mark, talk to us. The presser is about to start. You know what? Right now they have Wayne Rooney talking. Yes.
I had a I was so vibed up for today, for this weekend. I was like confident, strong, happy, made plans. I'm going to have drinks with the boys later, hang out, talk some rubbish, talk some football, talk about Manchester United going to go on another winning streak. Rasmus Hojlund going to add to his goals and games tally, but now he's out. Let's see what the guy's doing. Like Stephanie Griffith said earlier, Rasmus, Anthony, and Garnacho will have to be stepping up and showing themselves. You know what I mean? And you know what? This comment here might be different from Madhouse, but I kind of like it. Put Anthony up front in the false nine.
Yeah, no, or Amad Diallo as a false nine. You remember here how he came in the Europa League and scored in the first game? I think it was AC Milan, wasn't it? His beautiful header.
So you know what? I made slight adjustments to my starting lineup.
Man.
Nothing much really changed. I just slotted in a player differently up front. Excuse me, sorry. So let's see what it goes. Let's listen to the press conference. Let's see what it has in store for us. Let's get right.
Yeah, it's about they're talking here. I'm not going to put this on the stage. They're drinking wine, talking. It's a sort of pre-talk before the manager's press conference. But listen, I am certainly a little bit worried, but I'm sure that Ten Hag and his crew, they have a plan B. Hopefully, how that will look like, it's going to be very interesting tomorrow to see the construction when the lineup comes out. So Mark, we're going to do the warm-up show tomorrow. We have to do the warm-up tomorrow because that's going to be a firecracker. Who's going to start at left back? Who's going to start on top? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
How is they looking at you? Mine is playing, but are they still drinking red wine and discussing?
No, I haven't pulled it up. I was like, just waiting for you to pull it up, but I think it should be starting soon. Let me check, see.
Anyway, I'm on MUTV, and nothing has started as of yet.
It's probably delayed slightly, a few seconds.
Yeah, it's delayed, basically delayed. So they put something in between. Some people talking football and drinking some beautiful red wines. I'm not going to put that on the screen. Copyright issues.
Oh, it's going to start. It's starting in 15 minutes, Mick.
In 15? Have they pushed it?
Yeah, they pushed it back.
Really? Okay, then we'll talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Let me just refresh this page then.
Why not, Kenny? I'm definitely going to be, I think I'd definitely be a decent left back, to be fair.
No, hang on. My app shows manager's press conference right here, right now.
Oh, okay.
Bro, what are they doing? Anyone, let us know in the comments. What do you see on the app? Are you seeing what we're seeing? 3 people drinking wine and talking.
Yeah, well, the 15 minutes is moments that build a legend. That's what they're talking about right now.
Yeah, I want to hear from the VR room. What you seeing? Are you on MUTV app? What are you seeing currently watching live? For me, it says right here, right now, 14:45 Central European time, new manager's press conference, but it's not manager's press conference. It is 4 people, a woman, and 2 guys talking, drinking wine. Do you see the same?
Well, I'm seeing the same thing because, on my app, it's saying that the press conference starts at 3 p.m.
And you're seeing the same 4 people drinking wine. Oh, fine and dandy, like red wine. Back 3 might work. I say, Manchester 7. That's what I say. Back 3 potentially should be good. Palhinha is out Palhinha is out, right? Their star boy. And they have a very potent striker. What's his name? He scores every goal. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Raul Jimenez?
No, Jimenez. He's Jimenez. Nah, Jimenez. The other guy. Oh.
The Brazilian.
Oh. Yeah. Something like that. I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either, to be fair. 100%.
Is Casemiro suspended? Muniz.
No,
yeah.
Casemiro is not as suspended. Why would he be suspended?
Not William. Oh, come on, they have William.
I think the yellow card he picked up was his 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
So a back three might look like Amrabat, Varane, Harry Maguire, or Johnny Evans, Cunha.
No, the guy's name is Muniz.
Muniz, yeah,
Muniz.
Muniz, yeah. But they also have Cunha, according to Bacon Buddy saying
Cunha
Cunha.
is at Wolves.
It Wolves, yes, he
Matthias
is.
Cunha is at Wolves.
Willan
They
is
have
still
a guy
there.
called Vicinos. They have this guy
Willan
who
is
was
there.
at Tottenham called Carlos Vicinos or something like that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Casemiro is not suspended. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Potentially, I mean, we could line up with the back three, Mark. We could line up with the back three, but Ten Hag never does that. You know, you got to look at the current situation. You got to look at their lineup. But at the end of the day, you have to win this game, right? Well, how would you, if you play a back three, how would you line up? Like back three, would you have 4 in the middle, back three, and
5?
What? 5 in the middle and 2 up
6.
front.
I would put 6 in the middle because I would put two to play like still have the same double pivot in the middle. You know, Kobe and Kase, and then I would put 4 across midfield ahead of them. You know, you still get Rashford on the wing, you still get Garnacho on the wing, and people might say I'm crazy, but I'd probably stick McTominay up front. If not Ahmad, I'd probably stick
Can work.
McTominay up
You
front.
can play a 4-4-2.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pair him with anyone. You know what I mean? I would just let him be up there by himself. You just do your thing. You know what I mean?
4-4-2. Classical 4-4-2. Yeah, 2 on top. Right? 4 in the middle. 4 in the back. Perhaps.
Yeah, but who are we gonna pair up front? I mean, like, unless you're gonna pair Garnacho up front with Rashford. I mean, that's the only way I would play a 4-4-2.
Any freaking update? What the hell is going on with this press conference? Jesus Christ. Let me check this up here. Is everyone having the same issue here? Are they trolling us here?
No. It's starting here at 3 p.m. Mick. I'm telling you. So in 8 minutes, because it's 3 p.m. my time, it would be 2 p.m. UK time. So it starts in 7 minutes. Huh?
Nope. Yep, they moved it. They fucking moved it. They fucking moved it. You fucking bastards. Why are you doing this to us? It must be something big. Delayed.
Yeah, well, listen, I feel like and there's 2 press conferences. If you look at the app, you'd see there's another press conference again at 4:30. So, but they're probably gonna drop the
Yeah.
They're dropping an uncut version of the press conference at 10:30 p.m. tonight.
Later. This is the second embargo then. Oh. Well, this is not the first time. They've they changed it now. They updated now. Like, this is not the first time they screwed us over last week as well, didn't they? They changed the date.
Last week they hit us at 1:15 and we were
No. It's not only that. They held the press conference. They just changed it from Friday to Thursday.
As well.
And I was like, Mark, did we just miss the presser? Jesus Christ. And the other day also, when everyone's like, well, did they just go live earlier? Like, because the team news were coming out. Like, and everyone was like, what's going on here? Like, that was the week before.
Madhouse. Madhouse said delay. Rasmus is fit again.
Yes. Sorry. Fake news. Anyway. Guys, let me just go to right. All right, let me just pull some entertainment up while we're waiting. Guys, if you are new to this channel, go to Mufc Realist.tv website. There you can actually pick your lineup. At the moment, it is what it is. It's the default 4-3-3 situation, guys. Mick Ruby, for now, I go with, it's got to be Onana.
What's the name?
Save. Here is going to be tricky, man. I'm telling you this. Tricky. But if one thing is for sure, Dalot, he ain't moving nowhere.
Yeah, Dalot has been exceptional.
He ain't moving nowhere, right?
Right now.
Jesus, I don't even have Armas loaded in here. So
drop in Anthony. I'm telling you, this is my prediction,
mate. I think he will go with the bloody Johnny Evans here.
Johnny Evans. What about Lindelof?
No, I think he will go with Evans, and I think he will, because that's the most mature. That worked well.
And centre back. Okay.
Yeah. I think he will go with Varane. Raphael. I started like this, and then we'll fill it up as we listen to the press conference, guys. Casemiro, 100%. Casemiro. Whoa. Though it has to be Bruno. No, hang on. What did I do wrong here? I did something wrong. Sorry. It has to be Bruno. So this is just a 4-4-3, right? So, but we are changing this with time. This is the first build-up. So we're going to have it more formation, more draggable, and off we go, right? Kobibie Mainoo to play on the right, right?
Kobibie off the right. Just get Kobibie off the right.
Yeah. Kambala? Can Kambala play?
I think Kambala could play, but as if we're gonna try him. Like I feel like if we're doing a Kambala situation, we would have to throw Varane in the left centre back spot and push Johnny Evans out on the wide. But because
this is gonna be
Fullham has De Cordova Reed. I don't think he's.
Yeah. Listen, I think Rashford would play in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
But here I lift them. I can't make heads or tails, right? Because you have Garnacho's going to play. Will he play on the left? Will he play on the right? Will you see a debut of Amad Diallo coming in? My personal preference will be shift Garnacho to the left. So therefore, I'm going to go with Garnacho to the left, right? Garna. Alejandro. Here, I keep it vacant for now because it all depends on, guys. I would like to see an Amad Diallo, or it will be Amad Diallo up here, or it will be an Anthony De Santos, right? That's what I believe. Bro, here, it's either going to be Amas, it's either going to be an Amrabat or Lindelof. But guys, I leave it for now, man. I absolutely leave it for now. I do leave it for now. We'll fill it up. What about you?
Well, I kind of just feel like maybe he'd keep the team the same 11, the rest of the 10 the same way he played last game, and probably drop Scott McTominay up front.
Scott McTominay up front. Guys, what you guys saying? Go to the VR room. Big up Mick and Marc. What Craig Warby saying. Welcome to the stream, guys. Please like that subscribe button. It's so important. Kualamba. Harry Ama's debut at left back. I agree with you. I want to see that. You know everything about Harry Amas, right?
Yeah, Harry Amat is 16. He just recently turned 16 I believe in the first week in December, if not the last week in November.
Bro, is he somehow related to Chris Amas, the coach?
It's possible. I haven't checked to see who his parents were, but I think it's very possible. But what I can say is that he's every bit worth the hype that everyone's talking about. To be fair, he's stalwart. He starts every game for the U team. He plays very well. The players trust him. You could see when he's marking a defender one-on-one, the rest of the team leaves him because they know he's going to win the ball. He has very good ability on the ball. He's left-footed. It's going to be good.
Yeah, we have Harry. Oh, big up, Mauro Icardi. Welcome back, my friend. You're not a Manchester United supporter, but we can give you Zaha in this summer for free. What? Do you want Zaha? Nah. Do you, Wilfred? Yeah. As a squad player, perhaps. If it's for free, I take him. Yolman, I mean what you're saying here. Lindelof, maybe Evans. I think Maguire takes Evans' place. Now, guys, interesting. The manager's press conference is starting to kick in. Let's listen. No, still not. It's coming up.
Yeah, it should be. It should be about to start because
there must be something news preparation. What's going on here? Anyway, Timmy's here. What up? What up, Timmy? How you doing? What up to you, Timmy? Rashford will be on top, according to Madhouse. Yeah, Erik Ten Hag is not brave enough.
You never know, man. Like the team has been. Listen, look at it like from this perspective, right? You have a team that's currently been performing on a consistent level. They've gotten 4 wins on the bounce, right? Your striker is injured. Your left back is injured. Do you change the entire team or do you just bring in 2 guys to supplement? You know,
Yeah.
Scott McTominay, like you can almost see it. If he doesn't go with Ahmad, you know Ahmad is going to get game time for sure because he's going to now think about Rashford. He's going to now think about Garnacho getting injured. So he's definitely, Ahmad is
He's
going
got
to
to
get
play
minutes.
Ahmad. You
He may not
cannot
start,
burn
but he's going to
you
get
cannot
minutes.
burn Garnacho to the ground. You cannot burn Kobibie Mainoo either to the ground. And that's the thing. You cannot. Why are they still drinking bloody wine? It's not fine like red wine here. Jesus Christ. MUTV, your trollsters, right?
Trollsters. But think about it like this, right? If he just brings in Scott McTominay, it's not going to be all bad. You know what I mean? Because he's going to show up in the moments you want him to, and you're not going to be mad at him for not defending in midfield because he's all the way up front as striker. So
Adama Traore, yes. Now, finally, something is
Slick
happening,
Master.
guys.
Slick Rick.
Yeah. Get closer. It's getting closer there. It's getting closer. You know, they had a nice chat. They had 4 people drinking Castillero Diablo, which is a very good Rioja wine. I like that wine, to be honest. But we're not sponsored by that one. And now we want to hear what the hell is going on here. Who is going to start on top? Who is going to start as left back? Jesus Christ. Let's go. Right.
As Erik Ten Hag meets the
Full
media
screen.
ahead of our clash with.
That's not great news about Rasmus. Could you just explain what's happened and how long you think he's going to be out for?
It's a small injury, but 2-3 weeks. What happened? That is the risk. Playing high intensity, training. As I say, it's not a big injury, but he has to wait for 1-2-3 weeks.
Okay. This is the first time you've spoken since the ownership of the club was confirmed, and Jim Ratcliffe obviously gave his interviews earlier this week.
Simon Stone.
What have you gathered from him about the demands on you and the demands on the team for the rest of the season?
It's not from his press conference. So we speak a lot. Many conversations with him, with Dave Beresford, about this club, about the team, about structures. We are very aligned. So I embrace totally the ambitions. I think it totally fit with the ambitions I have, with the ambitions I had when I came in. So we are in that project. And for me, I'm now 19 months in. And I see we're going in the right direction. We have had setbacks now in the second season, but you see a team coming. You see a squad progressing and developing. And just keep going in the process, work hard on the training bits, work hard during games. Of course, very important is to have the players fit, but also to construct a squad which is robust. And I'm sure we will be very strong, and we will be even stronger when we add to this squad. And even more qualities.
Do you get the feeling from him that he is confident in you to deliver the vision that he outlined?
Simon Stone.
So I had that feeling where we have so many talks. We are very aligned. We have the same ambition. And we are very aligned in the process.
But when he's very ambitious and when he obviously wants to get things done very quickly, how much more pressure does that put you under, and how much more pressure are the players under?
Nothing, no more pressure, because we have the same ambition, we have the same targets.
But clearly, if you're not in Champions League places by the end of the season, there'll be serious questions asked. Do you accept that?
It will be always the case. But as I say, I see the process. And I see this team is developing, is progressing. I see, and we have now also the right age group, and across the squad, and we can make that even stronger. And they will grow. And yeah, we will do everything, of course, what's in our power. But we know also there's strong competition, and we know the reasons behind when we. At this moment, we are not in that position. We still have to catch up. We are still in the moment where where every game is a final for us.
Yeah.
Because we have to be in the Champions League. That is, the players all want this.
Boom.
The team wants this. We have that strong ambition, and we belong there. We believe, but then you have to prove it.
Is there a big chance that the injuries, though, are going to wreck that ambition?
Good question.
Yeah, of course, is that an issue? But also other clubs have this. But we have to deal with this, and I have now the feeling we can deal with it better as in autumn. Well, but still, it's an issue when the depth of the squad, now have to prove it.
Eric, Jim said about how he felt the fact that United haven't won the league over the last decade or so was as much down to the structure in the club as the coaches.
Good question.
Do you feel like anything has been missing that you've needed during your time here in terms of the structure?
I don't go into that discussion now. I think it's what we look forward to the future, and what I discussed here previously. We always have to improve. We always have to do better, and we have to think when structures and better structures can help for the future. You have to do it, because also the competitors, they never sleep. They also improve. So you have always to think about improvements. But as you see, last season we were third in the league. We had 2 finals. So if we can improve, then the way is not too far. And you see also in the last games where this team is capable of, and what especially the potential is very good of this team.
Vicky.
Hi, Eric. Eric, how much of a setback are these injuries when you just seem to be getting everybody back fit? You start to now push towards that top 4.
Yeah.
Do you see it as a negative, or do you see it as a positive to give other players or fringe players who've been out of the team an opportunity back into the starting?
I love this question.
Both. It's other players will get the opportunity to show their qualities. So, of course, we are very curious, and we have the confidence they can, because that's why we constructed this squad when we went into the January window, and we saw that players are developing, progressing, who didn't have the chance lately, or in the first half of the season, or they were injured. But now, they will get opportunities, and now it's about them to fit in the team and to contribute.
Fraser.
Eric, with the idea of trying to get up the table in mind, I think 6 of your next 7 fixtures are against teams that are in the lower half of the Premier League. Do you see that as a major opportunity to really push yourselves up now?
We have to go from game to game. Every game is a final, and you will see when you come more into closer to by the end, and the points will be more expensive. Everything is fighting to get their position in the league table. We are used to it. Not only, I think, in this season, not only from January, where we are playing in every game a final, but also we have the experience from many players, and so I would say across the team, who can deal with such pressure situations. We love it, actually. So we are looking forward.
And you can see
That was it, guys. That was good. That was a cracking press conference, according to my opinion, Mark. You know?
Mm-hmm. It was very interesting, you know what I mean? The way he reacted, you know, you can tell that Rasmus Hojlund injury is not that serious, maybe a sprained ankle. He needs to rest it. That's one of those things. He's disappointed, of course. Like fans will be disappointed because he realistically doesn't really have an ideal backup for Rasmus Hojlund, so it's a blow. You can see him talking about players coming into the squad and players who have been injured in the first half of the season, or players who have been now showing performances and they have to fit themselves in the squad based on their performance. So it's not about, it's not just about, well, this other player is doing well. Every spot is up for grabs. The best performers will get those spots.
It's what we started this show initially before the press conference, and to say it hasn't been bloody easy. If you look at it, you just about to kick off, you're getting your injured senior players back and then set back again, so everything is down to how you're going to finesse this now. Are you going to include some of your fringe players? Are you going to rotate? Are you going to bring in youth from the youth academy, from the under 21s? You have an endless pool of talent that is there. It's just a matter of fact, will you use it? I remember I can't remember which journalist he was. You got 6 fixtures with lesser teams. This is an opportunity to play your fringe players, and he said basically, listen, every game is like a cup final. He puts the emphasis on that very, very, very much, that we gotta just look at ourselves, don't look at the table. If my job is safe or not, it's not my job to say. My job is to make the best out of this whole season, to make us finish strong, because Europa League, Champions League is so important for this club. We belong there. That's what he said, right? Surely, he spoke about this is a progress, this is a development, right? Surely, still you'd be under pressure if you don't get to the Champions League or Europa League. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like, based on the run of games that we have coming up, based on the performances that we have given up until now, I feel like it's definitely a possibility we could get Champions League. It's how, Kenneth Hogard just said in the comment I have on the screen, every team gets injuries. It's how you cope. It's that matters.
It's how it matters. Yeah, true.
And we can all sit here in our shock and our awe and our disappointment that Hojlund is out. But at the end of the day, Hojlund is just one player at Manchester United. It's true he's the most critical player in our attack, but at the same time, we have other players who should be stepping up.
Yeah, Kenneth, you bring up a very valid point, and this is a team spirit that I've been seeing since Christmas, after Christmas, or since we started to win, is that everyone is fighting for each other again. That's the thing. So it's how you cope as a team, knowing that you have all these setbacks. Now you show like a Newcastle did, right? We're just down to the bare bones, but we'll still run through the brick walls. And this is what I want to see, right? This is how you cope, right? There's 12 games left to play in the Prem. We have FA Cup as well. It's doable, 100% doable, isn't it? Leach is set to be back within 4 weeks, I think, as well. Rasmus is precautionary. There should be a international break as well coming up, right?
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. When is that?
I think it's in the last week of this. I think it's in the middle of March.
Is it?
It's not the middle of March or the last week of this month. There's a
check it out. Check it out. Check it out, guys. In the VA room, do you know where the international break is? Because that will save us, to be honest, right? We have Fullham. Okay. Oh shit, City at home. No, City. Yay. Shit. Is he going to be out for City, or will he come back for
23rd
City?
of March.
23rd of March. And when we're playing City?
No, we're playing City the next game, the following game week.
Okay, wait a minute. Don't we have Fullham? Then we have FA Cup in between, and then we
have the FA Cup Wednesday, and then we have Saturday or Sunday. We have the Manchester derby.
So no
Forest, as Compost Smith is saying, Forest.
So he might be out for the derby.
Hojlund might be out for the derby.
Might be.
You never know. He might. If he says 2 weeks today is Friday, right?
Ooh.
Yes, he probably is going to be out for the City game.
Shit, that's no good.
I
We're
mean,
playing at
it's not
Etihad, or
good.
we're playing at Etihad, right?
Yeah, we're playing at the Etihad. It's not good, but like I'm gonna say, and everyone is gonna call me crazy, but I'm saying this now. Someone might turn up. You know what I mean? Ahmad, we still don't know if Ahmad plays tomorrow and have a worldie. What if Anthony plays tomorrow, has a worldie? You know, we have to count on the team to step up now. This is now down to the players that we have. We have players with talent. Marcus Rashford has to step up. Garnacho has to be clinical. You know what I mean? Bruno has to step up. You know, we can't just say, you know what, we lose because there's no more Rasmus.
Find a way to beat City. Find a way to beat the press. Find a way. Find a way to stop the robot. We can stop the robot.
We can stop the robot. There's probably not going to be any De Bruyne as well, guys. De Bruyne came off injured in a game.
And Rodri, you have to stop Rodri, because Rodri is that bastard that pulls his socks up to his knees and his pants to his armpits, and he's always finding a goal in the 80th minute. That is bloody Rodri for you. I hate that guy. I really do.
To be fair, right? Like he does actually look like, you know, you remember like those old school players, you know, how players used to look like back in the days where how they used to wear the kits. Roger reminds me of the way old Spanish and Brazilian players used to wear their kits. Big jersey up top, tuck into his pants pull up high, long socks.
But Ten Hag said if you round up the interview, he said a small injury, 2 weeks approximately. It happens, but you know, he has to wait. So maybe it's a little bit of a precautionary, like a little bit of a, maybe he pulled a hamstring or something like that, you know. And of course, Simon Stone, as per usual, gets invited, and Simon Stone has to do what Simon Stone has to do. What about Sir Jim Ratcliffe? Is he gonna fire you?
100%. You know,
that is Simon
and I like
Stone.
the way Ten Hag said it to him, because he asked him, you know, after viewing the press conference, what have you gathered from Jim Ratcliffe? And then Ten Hag rightfully said, listen, I have many discussions with Jim Ratcliffe regularly on a daily basis. And I've spoken with Sir Dave Brailsford. We've met many times. We've always been, we are in communication about the style of play. We are in communication about where the club is at. We are in communication about the performances. We have an aligned vision of where we want the club to be and what the progress needs to be done. So,
but that goes back to the Ratcliffe's interview. He said it himself. It's not always been the manager's fault. There haven't been any structure to support them. You have, you know, award-winning CVs like Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal. Okay, Ole wasn't like, you know, pedigree, but you know, Ten Hag. He got us to a quarterfinal. We won us the Carabao Cup final. We finished third, and this season, it's been shit. You know, so the infrastructure backing, like, you know, it's been like backstabbers all around, like, you know, Murtaugh, Fletcher, Colette. You know what I mean? And everything has been going on. Like, it's just shit hit the fan, and you have to manage this team. I think he will definitely be safe, because they will not sack him unless he doesn't finish to the Champions League. That'll be a different discussion. So he said every game is a cup final. And I agree with Compost Smith was saying here earlier. This guy is drowning and he knows it. Like, you know, that's it. It's like that song, All of Me, It's All of You. What's his name? John Legend. All of me, it's all of you. You know, my head's underwater and I'm breathing.
I think that's
fine.
more before Sir Jim Ratcliffe got ratified, he was drowning. I feel like he wasn't, you know, I feel like with the intentions of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the way he hired Omar Barada and stuff, I don't think Ten Hag will feel like he's drowning.
Yeah. I agree with Ramon.
He might feel disappointed that we got the injury to Rasmus ahead of the.
He's disappointed. It's not what he expected in the when you plan the season, you plan certain things. But hey, fuck me, like, you know what, you've been dealt, like, you know, with all these injuries and everything that's been going on. Ramo, I wish he had more charisma. Ramo, remember when his first press conference was at United? He hardly spoke any English. He was hey. So
give him time.
No, it's not that. He's Dutch. You know, Dutch are very pragmatic and boring when they speak, direct, you know. So charisma, problem not. He's not a Jose Mourinho. Jose was a show, wasn't he? Right? Jose Mourinho always gave you a good press conference, and Sir Alex Ferguson. So basically, yeah, he said, like, he had a lot of conversation. They are in line. They are confident. It's like they are confident, whatever. Anything else, key points that we can take? They spoke a lot about this integration with Ineos and himself. And what about, yeah. And then I remember that George Best said, like, I like that Ten Hag didn't make an excuse.
100%.
He didn't.
For me, that is the biggest thing. He don't make excuses. He don't cry. He just say, listen, we have other players. We have a squad. These other players need to step up, which is rightfully so. This is, for me, I mean, I could understand some fans not too liking his way he translates sometimes, but look at the press conference last week when he had everybody fit. Minus Luke Shaw was possibly back, and he had everybody. He was, so candid. He was making jokes with the press with the questions when they asked him about, facing Luton away and if the pitch is smaller or bigger or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I feel like, he's just more direct. He's not in a happy mood today, so he's definitely
He's not. Of course, you wouldn't be in a happy mood when you deliver news that your key striker is out. 100%. Like that's a massive headache. You have to reshuffle for tomorrow, So, yeah, no, I mean, I like this question. Will injuries hamper your UCL qualification? That is what we talked about. Like, will this stop him to reach top 4 or 5th, right? But he basically said, we have to reshuffle. We have to bring in youth. We have to look at everyone has to step up, right? Every game is a cup final. And that was the nail in the coffin. That's what I wanted to hear at the end of the day, right? So that's pretty much what I gathered, like, trust in the youth. Exactly what the Kenneth was saying here as well. Is that the United way, I
mean, he is trusting the youth. If you look at the game when we played against Liverpool this season, we had 7 players under 21 on the field during the 90 minutes.
Yeah, and this the last question is, with the run of games, you see yourself pushing for top 4. And he basically said, why not? Every game is a cup final. And I finish off with a positive vibe. Yali is saying, either way, we're going to smash Fulham. Why? Well, the home record is shit, to be honest. I mean, the away record is shit, right? I think they only won 1 away this whole season. True?
Yeah. And it's one of those things where their top midfielders out. He not only stitches their midfield together, he's their biggest defensive defender in midfield. He also provides the ball and progresses it forward. So, and their striker is also not really performing too well. Like Munaiz has been on a good goal scoring form recently. Yeah. He also is very injury prone. So it's something that you could, look at and say, well, this is more fits into Man United than ever before. We lost Hojlund, but at the same time, the way Fulham has been playing in the last few weeks, if you've been looking at them, they are susceptible to be got at by, wingers. So they've been conceding a lot of goals off of the wing. So it's like, if Rashford turns up, guys, Garnacho turns up.
Right, so you're saying they're susceptible to wings. So that leads that we need to think about our lineup, you got to have people running directly at them. That leads me to keep Rashford in the middle, right? Keep Garnacho to the left and give the opportunity for Amad Diallo to play the right wing. Direct. Because one thing that Anthony Dos Santos does is being direct. And that's the problem with Anthony, right? He ain't that mad if you're saying that put him on the left back situation. He can defend. He's got a left foot. He's fast. But he's not so accustomed to play in that position. But imagine if he overlaps and underlaps with Garnacho on that side. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Even Rashford, you never know, because he might link up well with Rashford. You know what I mean? And when
you play Scott McTominay on top in the box.
Bro, like, I'm just thinking about it from this perspective that he fits the profile of a Hojlund. It's going to look theoretically the same when we line up with him in front as opposed to Hojlund. So he might not have the ability on the ball. But
people, help us to fill in the blanks, please, because I cannot make heads or tails of this. I know for sure I put Johnny Evans next to Varane and Diego Dalot will not move an inch. Diego Dalot is definitely needed on the right back situation. Who will start as left? Will it be an Amrabat? Will it be what you're saying, Mark? Potentially put in a Anthony Dos Santos, right? But I certainly think that Garnacho will play on the left, and I will go with Amad Diallo. I'm sorry. I take the punt because he's been waiting. When injury hits you, you got to be creative and you got to give people chances, right? So, are you agree with me, guys? Would you start with Alejandro Garnacho left, Marcus Rashford in the middle, Amad Diallo to the right? Mark, comments?
I mean, I could agree. I could see it, to be honest. You know what I mean? The Rashford through the middle, he's done it a lot. He's done it especially to start the season when Hojlund wasn't ready. So you can see it being a possibility. But at the same time, if we say creative, I'm going all the way creative and a little bit reckless on top of it with a sprinkle. So like, I would definitely be putting Anthony in the left back role. And you know what? I'd probably leave the starting lineup the way it was up front. Alejandro off the right, Marcus Rashford off the left, and I'd either just slot Diallo in at the center forward playing a false 9, or I'll put in Scott McTominay up front.
Okay, I can't make a heads or tail. Depends on the formation. You could play a 4-4-2, 100% 2 on top. That means you have, McTominay in the box. I don't know, man. McTominay is an impact player, so I still keep McTominay coming in as an impact player. Change the formation if needed. Go 4-4-2. Put two strikers on top in the box and shovel it in. I think it's so important that we kill them from the very first beginning. Get 2 goals in the first 20 and you'll be fine. The question is here. The back 4, you don't change Johnny Evans and Rafael Varane, because I saw when we played when we played Luton, second half was the one that got us the game. And that was Johnny Evans in the back, Rafael Varane with Diego Dalot. Man, who's going to play? I got to choose somebody here.
Lindelof. I would say that's the best guess right now, because
that's safe. That is safe.
That's what he's been doing.
That is safe. All right. I'm forced to play this.
If you want to see what my lineup looks like, you can share it. I can share it to the screen afterwards.
Okay, guys, this is Mick's forced lined up, and this is my forced lineup. Onana, Lindelof was forced. Johnny Evans, Rafael Varane, Diego Dalot. Midfield consistent: Casemiro, Bruno, Kobibie. Up front, we see Alejandro Garnacho, Rashford, and Amad Diallo. Okay, I booked this in. I clipped this. Boom, done. What about you, Mark?
Well, I'm going to book this one in, and I'm going to clip this one right here. Because, this is my lineup. It's crazy. As you can see, I only added Anthony to the left back position, Andre Onana, Diego Dalot, Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans making up the defense along with Anthony on the left, Bruno Fernandes in the 10 position, Casemiro off the left, Kobibie Mainoo off the right, and Marcus Rashford remains at left wing, Garnacho remains at right wing. And
so
I'm
you
just
put Scott
the
McTominay in front.
Yeah.
Guys, clip this one. This is a revolutionary. This is Ten Hag's understudy. This is actually Ralph Ragnick's, the master of the Gegenpress, because he lives in Germany now and studies Deutsch. Mark, the delusional but beautiful MUFC fan, has gone with Anthony Dos Santos as a left back, and he keeps McTominay in the front. Bro, if this comes through, I don't know. I owe you something, big man.
Bro, I'm just saying, all right, think about it from this perspective. If in the first half, let's just say we're not doing too well, right? We need to change something. We could always bring McTominay back into midfield, make an adjustment, bring in Amad Diallo and shift to a 4-4-2 with Amad partnering Rashford up front or partnering Garnacho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this is my lineup. I play it safe. Lindelof, Evans, Varane, Dalot, Casemiro, Bruno, Kobibie Mainoo, but I go with Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Hojlund, and I'm giving a debut to Amad Diallo. You compare apples to apples. This is what Mark has gone with. Totally different, a little bit revolutionary, a little bit on the risk, putting Anthony Dos Santos as a left fullback and Scott McTominay in the front. Guys, we want to hear from you. Do you like what you see? I don't know. I don't know. In terms of score
No.
prediction, before we close the shop, Mark, what are you going?
You know what, guys? We at home. I feel like if I see anything close to the lineup I picked today, United 4-1. I'm going big. United 4-1. I'm backing these guys to score goals all the last couple of games.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's time. Like Bruce Buffer, it's time for a spanking, but I don't see it with those injuries. Fuck. Listen, we're playing home. Their away form is shocking. They're missing Palinha, but they're going to rock up. 3-1 United, Ruby Classic, as per usual. Let us know in the comment section below, what is your score prediction? Do you agree with the lineup? I don't know. 3-0 United. Lucky Singh is saying 3-1 United. Kenny Fan TV is also going with 3-1 United. Anyone? Dude, all I care about, honest to God, I swear I'm nervous right now. What? 3-0, 1-0.
3 points.
3 points.
See, Yali's coming in with a 1-0. You know, Madhouse is saying Maguire's played up front before in the last 5 minutes of
We're
a
getting
game.
more
Madhouse,
expensive
come on,
now. We get it.
bro.
Come on, guys. Listen, it's time to close the shop. We'll be back later on this evening. Jarvis is back. Jarvis Cocker. And we're going to talk in depth about this. It's going to be chill. It's going to be red wine, whatever you're drinking, popcorn. But god damn it, a scrappy 1-0. All I care about, Mark, is to get like 5 in a bounce. Or is it 5 in a bounce now?
It would certainly be 5 on the bounce, Mick. You know what I mean? It's like,
but
what can we say? We need to get the victories. We need to get the wins. We have to just go out there and do it. However it is, let's just go out and get the win. You know what I mean?
Know, to win games in the Premier League, you got to win every single game, no matter what consequences, no matter what you have injuries or not. It's just to cope as a team. And this will be a test, I'd say. We're playing at Old Trafford. The confidence is there. Okay, we're missing 2 key players, but I still think, I believe we're going to do this. But again, bear in mind, footballing gods do exist. I gone with 3-1 Ruby Classic because I'm safe. Mark is going with 4-1. You reckon we're Onana gonna let in one? Like,
yeah,
no clean sheet?
I think it might be one of those things where we give up from a set piece or something like that. But I feel like United will get in an early goal or 2. You know, because you want to know something, Anthony has not really been doing well, but you never know what could happen. You know, the guy that everyone likes on the team, everyone has talked about him. All the players has great things to say about Rasmus and his work rate. When a guy like that gets injured, everyone starts thinking, you know, how can I make up for his loss?
Okay, guys, before we finish the stream, we're going to do the Hotometer. Please rate my team selection versus Mark's team selection. The race is on. The race is on for top 4. And Mark has gone with a little bit of a different setup. Rate his team and rate Mick's team. Who has the best team? I'll let you decide. Leave your comments in the comments section and we should see you later on. Guys, it's been a smashing press conference with your boy over there, Mark
Mark MUFC fan, and my boy over here, Mick Ruby, is there.
And we should see you to the next one, be beautiful people. Take it easy, and I guess Manchester United, you always make this time. That's it, guys. Let's see you later. Bye for now. Ciao.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.